So fight commentary breakdowns, Coach Herman Garcia.
Yes, Herman Garcia.
And then we have Bobby Nelson.
Hello.
And okay, we'll start with the coach. So Coach, how long have you had your school?
Wow, I've been teaching Shaolin Kungfu since here in Tampa area, well in Tampa, 2012-ish. Yeah, so 13 years or so.
Wow. And how long have you been training?
Ooh, it was like the December of 2019, right?
Right before the pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. So how did you discover the school?
So, before Shaolin Kung Fu, I did Tank Sudo, and it was at a YMCA, and that was a great school, but the senseis were leaving out of town, and one of the senseis knew him, and so we invited him over, and that's how we met.
I see. And what did you train before you started coaching?
Wow. So I started back in 1982 with Taekwondo. I've done Taekwondo before. I did for about 7 years. After Taekwondo, I did Judo in college. Then I discovered Shaolin Kung Fu in about 1999, and ever since I fell in love with it, and that's what I've been doing ever since.
Wow. Do you remember the first class?
I do. That one turn in that one form, over and over and over again, drilling it till I got it finally. It was super cool. I remember you also brought a broadsword in. That was the first time I've ever seen it.
Yes, that's the beautiful thing about Shaolin Kung Fu. It's that rarely any styles train in weapons. So I personally love weapons, and I always try to show students the defensiveness of spears, stabs, and that's something that not everyone does. But I love doing it, so I love teaching it as well.
And what made you guys decide to let's do this competition? I guess I'll start with the coach.
I've always loved sparring. Ever since Taekwondo, it's something that I love doing. When I was training, I would compete both in forms, weapons, and light contact sparring. Then I've always looked up to full contact sparring, but never had the chance to do it. But knowing that the USA Wushu Kung Fu Federation also was standardizing Sanda, like they were standardizing all their forms, I started to delve into it, and then I got invited by Xavier, just out of the blue, through Instagram. We connected. He's like, hey, do you have any fighters that do Sanda? I'm like, no, but I have this one student that might want to do it. Reach out to Bob. He's like, yes. Okay, so then we started training for it.
I see. And tell me, why did you decide this is my time?
So, just got back from my first year of college, and they had like a Muay Thai club, and so during college, I really just started to consider like, hey, I can take fighting a little more serious than I previously thought I could. And so get back in summer, reached out, and I was like, you know what? I think I will.
Yes.
And this is so cool that I got the coach and the fighter. How did you guys prep for this? I'll start with the coach.
Oh, he's been training hard every day. During class and off class, we go to a local park. We train. We have other students from other schools that I've met through the years, and we train together. We've been doing sparring drills, body conditioning, fight. We go to another school, Shuang Martial Arts. Shout out to Mario Salazar. They were welcoming us every Friday night. We were going there and training with them, doing sparring with them. So it's been an awesome community of Shaolin Kung Fu in the Tampa Bay area that has gotten together to train and take it to the next level.
That's awesome. This is why martial arts is so cool. It builds this type of community. Like these schools are helping each other, and it's cool because now you guys, hopefully, I think you guys are in the same corner. It's like you guys get to help each other and stuff like that.
Always done.
Yeah, that's great. So we got the Mount Son and the Tampa Shaolin. Oh, that's great. Okay, let's talk about your feelings towards your prep and everything.
Ooh, it was a lot, but I'm glad I went through it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely was a lot more than I expected, but I feel like I can do it. There's not much else to it, I think.
Is your opponent Santiago?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So I have to apologize then because Santiago told me you were a Tai Chi guy. So you're not a Tai Chi guy.
No.
Okay, I have to change the title. I mean, it's good. You know, maybe for you, he thinks you're a Tai Chi guy. Maybe you're gonna throw him.
I teach Tai Chi, but yeah.
Okay, so he must have misunderstood. I mean, he told me you're a Tai Chi guy doing Sanda. So okay, maybe he's expecting something different, which is kind of cool.
Great surprise.
Wow. See, originally, you know, because of things happened yesterday, I was trying to sit down with everyone and we could like do this together. So I could have asked bounce between you and your opponent, but it didn't happen. So we're catching up with these interviews today. Okay, so you've done Tai Chi, but Tai Chi is not the main thing you're gonna use it.
I've not done Tai Chi.
Oh, okay.
These things I haven't touched.
Okay, by Shaolin Kungfu is what you're
Yeah.
using.
Shaolin Kungfu.
Since I have you guys, I'll start with the coach. What are some misconceptions about Shaolin Kungfu?
So I think it comes from the cultural influence it's had in the main popular community. Like, for example, you think Kung Fu, you think about Kung Fu Panda, you think about Jackie Chan and his foolishness, quote unquote, and the blunders. And then you think back to the older Shaw Brothers movies where it was all very synchronized, very cool looking, but everyone kind of deemed it useless, worthless, a dance, because that's the way it was seen and promoted. And a lot of those old school trainees, like, for example, like Jackie Chan, they come from the Beijing School Opera, from a lot of the performance portion of it. But the reality is, it's based on real martial arts styles that for over thousands of years, they've been trained and passed on from generation to generation, traditionally, under the disguise of a beautiful way of moving, but it all has martial applications that are quite deadly. But you need to know and train to it for decades to really understand it and realize its true value.
Yeah, exactly. And part of why they spar, why they're participating in Sanda is, okay, let's translate some of that stuff into the ring.
Exactly.
So what about you? What are some things, maybe potentially even misconceptions you had when you started that you're like, wow, it's different than what I thought?
Definitely, I thought it was, Hollywood flashy when I first started, but, I went through it like, this is hard work. Even like, oh no, forms, that's all a dance, but no, it's hard work. You're training that muscle memory, getting it down to the T.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's the definition of Kung Fu. Kung Fu is hard work and experiences gained through repeating the motion over and over until you master it. You could have good Kung Fu cooking, you could have good Kung Fu driving a cab, you can have Kung Fu doing anything in life. As long as you put the effort and time into it, it becomes second nature once it's done.
Exactly. So what is next for you guys? I'll start with you. What is next for your school? What is the long-term plan?
So our official name is Shuang Long Martial Arts. So my intention is to make it grow. I started in Paris. I've been there for about 12 years, 15 years. I stayed in the Ellington area. And this is funny because the way things happen, right? One concern was we didn't have a full-size boxing ring to train the techniques fighting in a ring, which is something that not everyone is used to, especially if you train traditional Kung Fu or martial arts. So I started reaching out with local gyms. I found this boxing club nearby. He just opened up back in February. He's a brand new gym. So my intention is I talked to him and I'm going to start moving there my classes. So we'll probably add another class there. And then there'll be a lot of synergy because it's a boxing club. They do also BJJ. They also have tumbling classes. And I'm going to bring both the traditional Kung Fu, the Tai Chi, and also hopefully add a Sanda class. So my experience with Judo and with this as well will make it work.
That's amazing. What's next for your martial arts training?
Going back to school, that's coming up. Definitely train there. Got that Muay Thai club. They also have like BJJ, so definitely go through that. Come on back. Hopefully just continue back here. Pick up where I left off.
That's awesome. I'm glad you're thinking about growing with Hurricane X promotion. What do you study, by the way?
Aerospace engineering. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, this is great. We need more aerospace engineers. I hope within 10 years we get to Mars, right? As humans. That's the plan.
Doing Kung Fu
Exactly.
on Mars.
Yeah, exactly. That would be amazing. I mean, you'd be able to do much higher kicks doing Kung Fu on Mars.
For sure.
Wow. Shout out Chris. My friend Chris worked at SpaceX for 10 years. I got to connect you with him. Yeah, I'm sure you guys will have a lot to talk about.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I think, Coach, I would love to bring you back. I feature a lot of Kung Fu and Fight commentary breakdowns. I would love to have you as an expert opinion. Sure. So in the future, we'll exchange numbers. Yes. I would love to, when I need an expert opinion, I can go through some kind of platform like Google Meets. We can do quick 5 to 10 minutes, and then I can feature you more on Fight commentary breakdown. You too. Offer's always there. If you want to weigh in, share your footage, etc. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. I'm always down to feature Kung Fu people who are wanting to move beyond just the dance stuff that was sold too hard to the world for many years. You know, I did mostly the dance Kung Fu, so I understand completely anyone that's frustrated. But why I want to feature people like this is because they know there's more to Kung Fu than just the, oh, let's like kick this high. You know, that's important, but that's not the only reason for Kung Fu.
That is true.
Exactly. So guys, I wish you the best of luck in the ring. We'll definitely talk, and potentially even a few weeks down the line when the footage comes out, we can even do an interview afterwards. We can reflect on the talk. Yeah. So thank you so much, Bobby.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
We will talk to these guys soon.